We'll start with the main standings, and then we'll go from there. Let me let everybody know that I am indeed live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the final week of the regular season of the BBR. These are the pick'ems.
Let me tell everybody right now that we are not live. In fact,
we are live.
By the time you watch this in the next hour and a half, we will be asleep and you will be live. Not us, you will be live.
Hello, this is the truth, actually. This will be the final week of the regular pick'ems, and the next week will be playoffs, where there will only be 8 games, which means we will be only watching 4 games, which means we'll actually only be watching 3 games because one of those 4 games will be me. But it has been a pleasure.
It has been a pleasure serving
Why
you.
this takes so long? What do you mean why it takes so long? I usually do it on Friday. It's Saturday. I said I was busy. My day's been good, thank you. We celebrated Mother's Day with my mom today because I'm busy next week. Let's start a poll.
A little worried for a second that Mother's Day was tomorrow. I'm like, oh shoot.
No, you're good.
Didn't prepare anything yet.
Yeah, you good, don't worry.
Cool.
Hey, we're doing well. So, everybody watching, I got MV with me here, obviously. Make sure you subscribe to him. So we have the main standings. This is the Week 7 standings, and your boy is currently at number 1 in the power rankings for the last, I think, 2 weeks in a row, which is pretty cool. Power rankings, what the hell am I talking about? Standings, sorry. Power rankings don't mean crap, and these are not those. And then we have J-Bear at number 2, John Jr. at number 3, MV at number 4, Owen at number 5, and these are all, everybody's tied. As you can see, it's all differential, right? Like 1 differential point between me and J-Bear, and then 1 between MV and John Jr., 2 between that, and then everybody else 4-3, 4-3. We have Mephisto, we have Kirby, and we have Amel, and those are your playoffs. Can you update the hair across team, specifically the scarf? You posted the same team twice. Oh, I'll check it in a bit. But yeah, it's really interesting. So that's our playoffs, right? The rest of the games, we're still going to watch them, but they don't matter for playoffs. These are the people in playoffs. And this week coming up is really interesting because it's basically, do you show your cards or do you not? Because everybody has a chance to play everybody, like going in the next one, right? So the top team plays the 8th team. And obviously, again, we're going into week 8. So, Envy, is there anyone that you want to avoid? I already said I want to avoid Amel. I don't want to play Dragon Knight.
I would also prefer to avoid him as well as also Kirby because of the sand plus chilly receptions. Kind of very disruptive to my build. So those 2 I would definitely want to avoid. Everybody else, I don't mind.
There are a lot of people that are doing meme teams this week. I will say that. A lot of people are doing meme teams. A lot of people are kind of just scouting what people want to bring, which I think is fair, to be honest. Like, it's about entertainment, but at the end of the day, we also want to win the league. So it's not necessarily a priority to win this week versus, like, obviously everybody wants to win, right? I want to win, John Jr. wants to win, Envy wants to win, etc. But like, if I know something that would be, let's say I'm playing Envy this week, right? And then I play Envy week, it's coming though. And then I play Envy round 1 of playoffs, right? We had just played. If Envy and I revealed our best cards, what would playoffs be, right? We'd still have to edit more.
Exactly.
But
So essentially what he's trying to say is if you're destined or if there's a probability to play one of your opponents that you're playing now in week 8 in playoffs, you're going to want to not show anything that will give you the win.
yeah, exactly. Appreciate you, Black Archeops. I had a good time with my mother. Thank you so much. Took them out to eat. And my sisters, everyone, and it was a nice time. But appreciate you. So, what about Ditto? I've already used Ditto, Nap. I've already used Ditto. Did you bring meme sets this week? I have, like, it's not meme sets, but I have a team that's like not. It's not what I bring if I'm fighting John Jr. again. That's basically what I'm saying. I had a super meme team, and it got destroyed in a test, and I was like, okay, we can't meme this bad. We cannot do this. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that like maybe I wouldn't bring again. But I used it versus Mephisto, Nap, a while back. Would you ever consider doing a collab stream like this with more BBR League players? It would be really fun to see a Mephisto or Amo collab. Yeah, Mephisto's been on the stream like twice, I think. But he's
He
also
downloaded
time zone.
Pixelmon too.
Yeah, we'll be playing Pixelmon with him as well. Yeah, I wouldn't mind. I like everybody in the league. We're gonna be going to another league after, and we gotta find the league that we like. Well, we're talking to a few people.
I got some information on that too.
Nice. Yep, top 8 is locked no matter what. Everybody in top 8 is playing. So, but that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I know for a fact, even though OG Albina isn't ever going to play Dell in playoffs, he's bringing memes this week. I know MV and Mephisto are bringing memes this week to have a good time versus each other. So
I actually tweeted one spoiler set that I'm gonna bring. Shell Smash Torkoal, so get ready for that.
Well, these are week 7 standings, Mr. Mag. They would change for week 8. Like, I could either go 6-2 or 5-3 for the season. These are week 7 standings going into week 8. We don't have the week 8 standings because week 8 hasn't been completed yet. But yeah, I'm not gonna fight. Like, it wouldn't be me versus Amel. Currently, right now, it would be me versus Amel, yeah. But if I win or lose, or he loses and I lose, it wouldn't be. But yeah, let's just kind of go into it. I'm excited to see how this ends up going. I think it's going to be a fun finish to the season, and then we'll be going from there. So we got the first one, and let you guys pick as well who wins. Now again, I'm pretty sure both Owen and Dell are bringing meme sets. Meme. Is Moody Scovillain banned? Yes. Yes. Now, unfortunately, Dell has not gotten a win this season, so we're all really hoping for Dell to get his win. That's what we want. I've been waiting for the entire season. He's a great dude, and I find him really entertaining. I like him a lot, and I want him to get his win. What do you think about this matchup, Envy? Do you need me to share my screen?
Please.
Yeah, no problem. There you go. I really want Dell to win this game. I will say, Banistar Raptor gets a kill.
Matchup-wise, I think definitely it's gonna be tough for Dell, but under the circumstances of this being the last week, I think anything can happen. So I have to support Dell for this one and hope that he wins one game. And I think, after 7 tough weeks, he will hopefully pull one off.
Yeah, I'm really hoping for that. I mean, like, if you even look at the matchup, like, obviously Owen has Mons that are really hard to switch into, but I think Dell is the exact same. What up, Laser? I think Dell's the exact same way. Like, I legitimately think it's hard. Star Raptors, it's banded, just clicks Braybird, right? Gets 1 kill or goes from there. I don't know, like, what meme necessarily means in terms of what they bring, but I don't know. I really do want to see that Raptor. Karen.
I think Dell has much better defensive switch-ins.
Yeah.
If you think about it, like Vaporeon Arcanine are really good switch-ins to stuff like, depending on, what it is, I guess like the Breloom can get intimidated, or the Volk can be checked by the Vaporeon special defense. So
Yeah, especially because Terra Water, like, what is it going to do? Discharge, Energy Ball, but it's still going to be eating it up, especially.
It's going to be sponging, yeah, exactly.
What up, Ignite?
Has the potential to Combine too, which is very interesting.
Combine Vaporeon looks really cool here, yeah. Besides Breloom, which is completely shut down by Among Us for the most part. I shouldn't have voted for Dell. Cancel the poll because I don't know the answer. Thank you, Chief.
So I think Dell did upload his sets, and he has some heat.
Should we go and look at that? Should we go and look at that real quick?
I think we should, because some of the sets that he is bringing, he messaged me, he's like, he replied to one of my things. He was like, oh, I'm bringing heat too, so let's see if your heat's more heat than mine. And I'm like, okay. I took a look at it, and it is pretty heat.
Okay, so yeah, just not to cut you off, but just also to add on to that. His first Pokemon Raptor with 1 move and Final Gambit. He is getting a kill.
Yo.
He is getting a kill.
Yeah, as you can see, there's no ghost type on Owen's team, so yeah.
So that is a kill. That is a straight up kill. Also, his Pincurchin is Thunder Charge, Electric Terrain, Hydro Pump. Thunder with Charge is insanely strong in Electric Terrain. Alright, what else we got with the memes? Copycat Destiny Bond, Trick Room, Play Rough, Mimikyu with Choice Scarf. Copycat's really cool. I actually kind of like that. I like that a lot. Then we have Rollout Ingrain, Bullet Seed, Body Slam, Metronome, Amoonguss.
You know, bro, not no joke. Literally, I was thinking about like rollout mons, and I was looking at them, and I was like, oh shoot, Amoonguss actually gets defense curl rollout, which powers up rollout, so that actually could come into play. I mean, it's kind of clean.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me see what else he brought.
It's Talonflame and stuff like that. Like, yo.
I think this set actually looks legitimately good. So he has a Binding Band Arcanine with a Sunny Day Solar Beam, Morning Sun, and Fire Spin. So Fire
Mind
Spin
Bend is a Chinese item.
Yep, its Fire Spin is to trap things like Rotom, and then to wear them down. Obviously, with the Sunny Day, Hydro Pump doesn't kill, and then you knock them out with Solar Beam or do a ton, which is really funny. This would actually be by the way, this would be a legitimate strat for your team if you had a real Staraptor. Like
Yeah.
Weaken Rotom and get the chip and then Brave Bird. But the coolest of all sets, I have to say, is his Blunder Policy Vaporeon with Calm Mind, Muddy Water, Blizzard, and Hydro Pump.
He's ready to outrun.
Everyone. But the fact this is really cool because if you beat the what's it called? If you beat Rotom with Arcanine, whoosh, I think it's more damage. It's insane. It's insane. But yeah, I'm really excited. Oh, the memes are gonna be so fun to watch, man. This is gonna be such a fun week. I think I'm actually like super excited for that. I'm hoping that.
too.
What do you think Owen can bring? Bulk up.
Well, okay,
Scream
here's
Tail?
something. Are we talking memes or are we talking legitimate sets?
I think they both bring memes.
Okay, so if it's memes, I think we might just be able to hopefully see Psyshock Great Tusk.
Oh, the Psyshock to do
I
nothing to
hope.
Amoonguss. I love it. I love it.
I hope. You know, of course, Screamtail has a
Jeez.
lot of heat potential with what it can do. There's a lot of different things that Screamtail can run.
Oh, bulk up rollout Great Tusk would be fire because it's actually so bulky. So even if you don't kill it rollout, you can't be killed.
You can't, so then it just keeps building up rollouts.
rollout.
Wait, can Fortress learn it too?
That's a good. I think
like it
Fortress
can
learns rollout. I feel like it learned rollout back in the day. I feel like I feel like it does. We'll learn. We'll
Right?
check right now on Pokemon Showdown. Fortress. I feel like you can roll out. It can. Yes.
Ooh. Defense curl rollout.
Nice, Black Archeops. What you're saying is the crying set. You're right. The bulk up rollout Great Tusk is the crying set from SPL. Spidops? What's Spidops do here? Spidops being offensive would be funny here. Unironically, first impression Spidops is actually good if this was a real game. Like to check Roaring Moon and to check Iron Leaves.
Yeah.
But that stakeout, it's not making anything. I mean, I actually make those Pokemon switch out. So the first time in existence, Spidops might actually make a Pokemon switch out. Like stakeout
What
first
about
impression.
Choice Band Rotom Wash with Trick.
Ooh, and then just,
Punch.
and then just Hydro Pump Volt Switch.
Yep.
Future Sight Gothitelle plus CV Circle Throw Spidops. Ooh, that would be for OG Albino for this matchup. Oh, Armenia, this is a meme week, so. By the way, I appreciate all your comments about what would you bring. I think they're really cool. I don't always reply because sometimes I'm busy, but I really like your comments. Are the numbers that's a Pokemon how much they're worth? No. Those are the speed tiers. I would also love to see Specs Talonflame, though in this generation, is that really a meme? I feel like it's really good on rain.
It's actually really good, and I was the one that brought it to Sword and Shield, and then I used it in recently with Terra Flying. I think it's really good.
It's the truth. I agree. I've used it as well with Terrifying. Rob, honestly, it just comes from experience. What are the records? If we look at the beginning, so Dell is 0-7 and Owen is 5-2. So obviously, based on record, you'd have to go for Owen. But based on meme potential, based on what Dell showed us, the Blunder Policy Vaporeon looks kind of clean. If he can use Arcanine to trap Rotom and beat it with Solar Beam, that Blunder Policy Vaporeon is kind of nice. So
If Rotom gets weakened, Vaporeon can literally just break through everything else potentially.
Yeah.
Although Screamtail's gonna be able to probably wall.
Well, Staraptor doesn't have defog this generation, McCree, at least not at the moment. So it doesn't matter if he does that. But remember, this is a meme game. They're not really like I don't think they're going to be running actual serious sets. Because, again, this season is already... It's already done. Right? Every playoffs are locked. At the moment, you're either having fun and you're just waiting for your playoff spot. Anyway, chat says 57% Owen, 43% doubt. I like that. Finish the week's build in advance since you mentioned opponent in previous streams. Nice. And I'm very, 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 very excited to see this game. I'm very excited.
Yeah, it's going to be a
game.
fun one.
This is going to be great. All right, let's see what the next matchup is on my list. Oh, it is me.
Oh!
It is me versus John Jr. Now, this is a super scout game because John Jr. is definitely somebody I could play in playoffs. We're both in playoffs, guaranteed. Lamons didn't live up to your expectations this season, if any. Nothing, really. Espathra was fine when I used it to win. So maybe pick up a second trick of uses. I love this damn thing. Been using it since I got it and can happily say I've only been tricking voter ever since. Dropped all vanilla code. Hey! Well, I mean, if you want to pick it up, feel free to use my code, but appreciate you. Bring a little Nachi. So this is the issue, right? Nachi stack was the first thing I thought about in this game, but it doesn't learn block. Can break these keys, something like heat sets. Potentially rob or just a good coverage that you don't normally use. Now, if Nachi learned block, it would be coming in this game 100% because I block Slowbro, run Spadef, so I'm not too KO'd, and then Saw Cure it and then stall it. But it doesn't learn block. Sometimes you solve it during the drafting process, Rob.
Does it learn?
It gets Saw Cure.
A tomb move of any sort.
Rock Tomb is not good on that mon. The only thing you want to do.
Sand tomb.
Dude, if it actually had block like Garg, it would be so fire. Who wins? Joey, John. But I think it'd be really nice. It gets Sandstorm. Yeah, Masquerade is really good in this game. I'm also Quackle. If we're looking at my team, look at Quackle. That mon is a demon.
I remember, didn't I test with you for this game and then Quackle just like killed everything?
It did. It definitely did.
Yeah.
My Spothra has fighting and psychic terror types. That's why it has it. And his Champal has dark and fairy. Tauros is really good too. But he does that, bro. Not going to spend a super amount of time on this build just because it does click Saw Cure, bro. That's why I was hoping that it had block, but that was my mistake. What was the real potential here, Mav? Tell me. What was the real potential this week? No, I think honestly, team building is like what wins weeks. Scarf Suspect Trick Espeon with U-turn. Are you talking about Espathra? So did our Mons have only 2 types to keep them balanced? No, we had to. They're Terra Captains, so we picked these Pokemon specifically to be our Terra Captains here. Yeah, so this week he already revealed his Champal set, which is really cool. It's Terra Dark with Adrenaline Orb, Acrobatics for Tauros, Swords Dance, Sucker Punch, and Throat Chop. Pretty cool. Really, really cool. Good for defensive Tauros and good for Scarf Tauros too. Like a really, 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 really strong. He has some really good mons versus me. Like I mean, I don't want to spend too long on this matchup just because it's mine. But he has some really. Envy can take it away if he wants.
Yeah, so like I was gonna say, like literally, this is one of the matchups that, nobody's gonna reveal anything. So, why even talk about what sets they could bring when, we don't wanna give any ideas away.
Yeah, this is like a matchup that will, or that can happen again.
Yeah, like at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's a fire set, Mav.
If they're okay, well, let's think about it from a heat potential perspective. So, for example, Joey could bring literally like Specs Palafin or something, and actually like Grass Knot probably destroys a lot of these mons like Dondozo, Slowbro. Probably does a lot to Quackleval as well.
Yeah, I think so too. I think for John, he said he's using this to kind of scout what I'm doing in playoffs, basically. Nah, it's tomorrow, McCree. But yeah, he has a lot of mons that can basically do really well versus me. Like that's literally it. Like, I don't want to say too much because if we do end up playing in playoffs, I don't want to reveal a lot of thoughts I have, and like some secret sets I might have as well. But he has a lot of great mons versus me. Golden, he has a really some really good Espathra checks. Golden Go. Wo-Chen, like he has a lot. What up, Ern? And he also, like I said, that Quackleval is a giant threat. Fluttermane is banned, correct? He has some Pokemon. He has some Pokemon.
He has some Pokemon indeed.
He has some threats. He has some demons. Like this matchup. Well, no, I'd rather not play Amel. just Dragonite. Though I do know that at the end of the day, if I do actually want to win the game or win the league, Amel, potentially Jaybird. I mean, everybody. I think everybody in top 8 has a chance to win, right? And not just because we're all in top 8, but I also just think based on drafts and based on skill, I think everybody has a shot at winning this one. So have to be able to beat them all, right? That's basically it. Kirby versus Jaybird. This is an exciting game. Did I throw to avoid ammo? Ooh. That was my plan the entire season, remember? Nah. Who wins? This is such an exciting game because both of them are really good. And also, Jaybear's team is insane. Jaybear's team is actually insane. Yeah, I'll show the standings again. It's right here. But Jaybear's team is actually insane because obviously the first 4 are just stupid good. Bax is really nasty here. I do think Iron Bundle is really good here with Taunt. Like Iron Bundle just kind of clicks stabs, doesn't it? Hydro Pump,
Iron Bundle,
Freeze
yes.
Dry.
It puts, yeah, Iron Bundle does really well. It, of course, has to watch out for, like, Klefki and priority and stuff like that. It's just annoying for it, but...
What would you bring if you're Jaybear? Do you bring Palmot? I feel like offensively it's pretty cool. Just sucks it's slower than Garchomp.
Oh, you mean if I'm Kirby?
Yeah, Kirby, I'm so sorry.
No worries. If I'm Kirby, yeah, I'd definitely bring... So I definitely 100% bring Bundle Volcarona. I think those 2 mons... Like, Volcarona, I feel like, even though he has, like, it could just Terra... But the Baxcalibur is kind of scary, though, with Terra Electric and stuff, unfortunately.
It's really good into his team, right? Like, it's kind of hard to vote against Jaybear in this matchup because Electric plus... Just Electric... Baxcalibur being Electric is so big here.
It being Electric, like, literally Electric is such a good typing for this one. Because the Ice naturally, I mean, it'll destroy, like... It should destroy Hippowdon, I think, with, even if it's Fizz Def. I guess you just, like, time your Terra, or even, like, you don't even have to Terra, really, right? Like, what do you need to Terra Electric for?
It's just for the kill on Slowking and on the kill on Water Volk, right? You don't really have to worry. I guess it's the old kill on Kurt.
You can just Terra Dragon.
Well, the thing is, I guess you don't want to be outsped by like potentially Scarf Bundle, but I feel like it's really hard to bring Scarf Bundle this game.
Yeah, I feel like you don't even. You can Terra like later, like you don't have to Terra like immediately for this one. I feel for Bax.
What's stopping Jaybear from using screens and then just setting up with Baxcalibur? Like, what's actually doing that?
Psychic Fangs on... Does Gardevoir get Psychic Fangs? Can it bite? Does it have a jaw?
I don't know that.
Oh,
I don't know, man. The problem with Gambit is, like, Gambit's weird. Because I feel like we overpriced Gambit. I think it's only really good if you have Terra. Personally.
Yeah, Gambit's a good Terramon.
But, like, before that, I'm not really liking it as much this season. I think Lycanroc is a good pick in general to bring, just because it revenge kills a lot of Jaybear's offense. However, I don't know. This is like I feel like Jaybear's another person like only certain drafts in this league can actually beat. Thank you for doing this pick and stuff. I always learn so much between this. Hey, much love. That I feel like Jaybear's draft is like so good that only certain teams can break it. I don't know.
Yeah, I think definitely Hippo, Lycanroc, Bundle, and those 3 will more than likely come. I think Hippo Lycanroc is actually really good against this. Like Lycanroc can literally just run. Even like an Endeavor set could be pretty cool, just to like.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
Guarantee live and weaken something, just outrun everything.
I really like boost.
Nice.
I like booster Jug. Like being fast and everything and threatening everything. Even Specs Jug, I like Specs Jugulars too. Kind of just clicks Dark Pulse.
Yeah, it's like immune to Prankster.
Even Earth Power. Like Earth Power isn't bad, but that's why I kind of like Booster Energy a little bit better. I don't know though.
Like Dragon Pulse, Earth Power, sub It doesn't get Roost though.
Dark Pulse, Earth Power, yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, the Dunsparce I think comes for sure in this game.
Mm-hmm.
Like that dude is like, okay, I'm gonna bring this Mon. It's gonna sit on Bundle once, and it's gonna sit on Volcarona once, and it's gonna beat them with pair. Like I literally feel like the Dunsparce is like really that guy here. I do think Palmot's really strong offensively. It's just such a, it's so hard because
Jaber's
like
team is so good, bro.
yeah, it is.
So good.
It is. It's one of those. Like Jaber's the type of team that I wish I had like Mephisto's low kicks versus, you know, because like no matter what he does, I can hit him with a first impression.
Mm-hmm.
I do think I have to give him the matchup, though. Chat says 55, 45. I kind of agree. Like, I have to give it to J-Bear. I think Bax is really too much of a threat. I think if it's screens, it's hard. But I also think, no, Revival Blessing is banned. You think the Ace will be a lead like your Meow or Boots offensive? I think if he brings Ace, it just needs to Will-O-Wisp and U-turn around and then potentially Court Change. That's really it. I don't think it needs to do much else. U-turn, Wisp, Pyro Ball. That's all it needs to do this game. Like I don't see. Do you see anything else that that Ace really needs to do? Just be like support. I don't
Yeah, just like have like just keep Core Change, I guess, for potential. Well, it's only rocks, right? Or I guess T-Spikes. T-Spikes aren't really an issue. I feel like Gengar can just easily come to this matchup. It's not bad. Like it threatens pretty much everything. Only outrun by the bundle.
Do you think they're gonna be
like
full on trying it, or they're gonna memes? I think Kirby has a higher chance of using memes than J-Bear. Personally, what up, Marcus? Appreciate you making these for us. Yeah, I don't know. This one's tough, dude. Like, one thing I think is pretty cool here is like maybe offensive Trick Room Slowking, but like you still struggle with breaking the Dunsparce and stuff like that. And just like there's nothing stopping the keys from setting up screens and then Baxcalibur from being a bulky variant and setting up. I don't know. This is a hard one. I have to give this one to J-Bear for sure.
Yeah, the Baxcalibur is actually a huge issue.
If King Gambit to Terra, it'd be a different story, right? But the fact that we're locked into Ortera is rough.
All I know is I'm definitely drafting Baxcalibur next draft league.
Yeah,
I want that Mon. That Mon is good. Yeah, I drafted Kyurem in the one.
Yeah, and it was great. I think I'm gonna draft
so
Baxcalibur too, just because you said that. That's a good idea.
I'm gonna be first.
You could just take a Spathra. You can take a Spathra. That Mon's great. You can take
I like that.
You can take Palafin. Palafin's been fantastic.
You know, actually, that's one of the Mons I was looking at too. Yeah, so I might take Palafin and Baxcalibur.
I think
good call.
I think next draft league I might try and draft a Spathra, Palafin, and Meowscarada and Iron Treads. I don't know.
Next draft league, you?
Yeah, I'm kind of just feeling them. You know.
Yeah, you know, I might just get Palafin, Baxcalibur, Spathra, Meowscarada. You know.
Yeah, play the draft league with 5
Iron
Pokemon because you're not gonna have enough points.
Come on.
The card doesn't beat Bundle. I think the Mons that J-Bear brings would be Ace, Baxcalibur, Gengar, Keys, the Dunsparce, and Garchomp. Like some sort of thing like that.
Sounds pretty good. I like that.
I think that's really it. Alright, so now we have Nub Nexus versus D-Ray. I'm excited for this game because it's another week. It's the final week of Nub Nexus, guys. It is a bittersweet. It is a bittersweet ending to the season because Nub Nexus and D-Ray both didn't make it to playoffs. And, yeah, we're going to miss all the commentary from Nexus. This is crazy, man, because, like...
Nexus is coming with us, though. Whatever draft league we're doing...
Yeah, we're taking Nexus.
Nexus, yeah, he hit us both up. He's like, yo, bros, wherever you guys go, just know I'm coming along, too. I'm just like,
you damn right. You damn right. You're coming. Getting it right over here. But, it's really crazy because I actually really like D-Ray's draft a lot, right? Like, I feel like this is a draft, like, if, like... you or I had, like, it'd be broken, right?
Yeah, 100%.
I do think that D-Ray started off a little bit rough and didn't start using dual screens plus Apeto a little bit later, but damn, is that stuff scary. Like, dual screens
you know the
versus
vibes
Nexus
from D-Ray team? Like, I don't know if I pointed this out before, but the vibes feels like the beginning of Scarlet and Violet, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Tumon's banned, they're gone.
Yeah.
Grimmsnarl was everywhere.
Shed-tail,
Shed
but no
tail.
Shed-tail. Actually. Yeah, it's like the vibes.
I agree. This is a nasty one, though. Like, the dual screens plus, like, Ape.
Annihilape just goes in, bro.
Like and it just runs tail. It just runs taunt. It runs Terra Water and runs taunt.
Yeah.
And there's nothing that stops it. You literally run Bulk Up, Rage Fist, Drain Punch, Taunt. And there is nothing that stops this thing when it Terra Waters with screens up. Obviously, Noivern has Infiltrator, so it ignores screens. And they could defog too, but then give me a Defiant boost and die. You know what I mean? Like, even if you defog away the screens, I don't know.
Yeah, the only way to get around this, I feel, is to maybe try and trick with Valiant or... Yeah, like...
Noivern still has Switcheroo. I don't know
Try
if
to
it
trick
still
and
has.
lock it in, and then keep your Zangoose normal typing. So then if he locks in a Rage Fist, you go into that, and then potentially set up and do something. You know what I mean?
There's zero way Nexus brings Iron Thorns to this game, right? Can't
No,
Terra.
yeah.
It can't Terra. It has to fight a Dawn fan or
You can't, yeah,
Northworm.
like... Yeah, so, Thorns... So Thorns could potentially beat Donphan if he runs... Well, it doesn't get Magnet Rise right now, so like he has to run like Air Balloon or Shucka. Air Balloon actually
It
could
probably gets
potentially-
Magnet Rise with DLC, which I think would make it a lot better.
Oh yeah, that'd be really cool in draft. Yet in that case, if it can actually like be immune to ground, but without the Terra, bro, I feel like he should have pulled something I did where he makes the if he made Thorns Terra Captain and just kept Valiant like regular, even then it would be like super good. I feel like Thorns would be so much better. He should have pulled like what I did with not making Walking Awake Terra and then making Slithering Terra. That he actually might have gotten a lot of value out of that.
Yeah, I mean, I think the same thing. Like, I mean, you got so much value out of your Slitherwing being Terra. I feel like you wouldn't be in playoffs if your Walking Wake was still your Terra captain. Like, no.
Yeah, I feel like I could have done way more if I just switched
Yeah.
things around a lot more. But with that, at least it saved my draft for sure.
It literally. But also just the changes in general. For the ice, good luck in your VGC tournament. Just have fun. Make sure you pay attention to what photosynthesis boosts the opponents get, because Showdown will not tell you. Because this is
and
real
also
life.
distract the opponent in any way you can. It's real life, so you know you can actually do whatever you want now. They're
Yeah.
in front of you, so use real life intimidate. Pretend you're Arcanine and roar at them.
Yeah, that won't get you kicked out. I think another thing that's really interesting
You can just
here,
go
dude-
like,
Okay, I think another thing that's really interesting here though is that look at Specs Chiyu. Or like just look at Scarf Chiyu, dude. Look at Scarf Chiyu or look at this thing, man. This is such a this feels like such a D-Ray matchup here. What up, King?
yeah, Deer has a really good matchup on this one. Like, I mean, even if you look at Chi-Yu, right?
Yeah,
like, you could just
it just clicks. It just clicks dual
clicks.
stab. It doesn't care. You have
It
Clodsire,
clicks.
right? And Clodsire just invites in Earthworm is 100% wall to Clodsire, right? If he wants to bring that.
Yep.
Which it's not even a terrible Pokemon because it deals with Tinkaton, it deals with Titan, and it deals with Claude. Like, it's not a bad Mon to bring here. Earthworm is not bad. Defensively, it's not bad. Shoot. If it wants to be like a Iron Defense type of thing, it's real nice. And you can't run Unaware on Clodsire because if you run Unaware on Clodsire, you get cooked by 2 overheats.
Both of them could run Earthquake, right? So you could just run like Heavy Slime Earthquake or something.
Yeah, and do good damage. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
Earthworm is not a bad Pokemon to bring here.
It's not.
It's gonna. I feel like Nexus's way of winning this game is gonna be Veil with Abomasnow, and then just trying to get Valiant in as quickly as possible. Like, SD Valiant is really strong, but Grim can always run Thunder Wave. What about close combat, Clodsire? Yeah, okay.
Ooh, I wonder how it combats with little arms like that.
It does its best, okay? It could be a switcheroo Toxicroak Zangoose. Zangoose is actually really cool. It's just not great in this one just because of literally the ape. But it's most likely the ape Terra Waters here over literally anything else. So maybe.
I feel like the best way to beat Ape is to do some kind of trick or switcheroo thing. Like Zangoose can do it, Valiant can do it. Who else can do it? Somebody else can do it, right?
Yeah. That's about it, right?
That's about it. Unfortunately, Noivern forgot how to use switcheroo.
This generation? Like, seriously? Did it actually?
Yeah.
I feel like it did too. I feel like I said that before.
Yeah, it doesn't get switcheroo anymore.
I don't know, dude. This feels like an insanely good D-Ray matchup. Like, it feels super good. You have Donphan and Earthworm to always come in on Claude, and then you just pressure him with Chi-Yu, and you pressure him with Ape. Yeah, I think it's super favored for D-Ray.
I think so too. I do think Valiant can pressure quite a bit. So if Nexus plays Valiant really well, and like you say for maybe the late game, or just brings it in whenever it can do something and preserves it really well, he has to get around the Annihilate. But then after that, it's like literally what can he do versus Valiant? Like, yeah, like I guess you can outrun things, and you have checks and stuff like that. But Every time it comes in against something good, just oof, it puts in work.
Yeah. I mean, realistically, I mean, we've been saying like D-Ray should try the final Gambit copycat stuff. Though if he did it this week, he'd probably regret it because you want your ape. But like, it's crazy because like even a Terra Fairy Moonblast from Specs Iron Valiant does 50 to 60 to ape. Like ape chews everything.
Yeah.
So I think, and if it's Specs, like there's potential. But I do think Specs is really strong here. 2 KOs every resist. Besides Bliss, right? Like, Specs looks not bad. I'm talking about Moonblast, by the way. Focus Blast and Close Combat Mix could always do it, too. You think Frisk is a good ability in Draft? I think Frisk is a great ability in Draft.
Yeah, it was really good. I think I used it when I had a Noivern and it came in
I also
advantage.
did. I also did when I had Noivern.
Previous Draft Leagues, yeah. It's a good ability. You can actually get a lot of information out of it. Oftentimes, I don't pay attention, so...
Me too. That's how I forget too. We do that. We do that for the comments. But yeah, I have to say 55% D-Ray, 45% Numb Nexus. Like, I do think that Nexus. I do think D-Ray's matchup is insanely good here. I think Nexus really, really, really has to get a Veil and try and go from there. And I think even if he does get a Veil, he still can't kill Ape if Ape has screens, and then he just gets stronger and stronger and stronger to Rage Fist.
Yeah, like I guess, yeah. So he'd have to bring Defog to get rid of screens,
and then you give it the Defiant boost.
And you get the Defiant boost.
That's what I'm saying. Like Ape is a problem no matter what because you cannot kill it from full with anything on your team.
Yeah, well, you have Infiltrator on.
Yeah, and I'm Terra Water. Go ahead, go your 30% Hurricanes on me.
I feel like Specs would do more, wouldn't it? Like modest choice specs.
Yeah, 45.
Modest choice specs.
Bro,
Meteor.
I just told you how much Timid, Valiant, which I guess you don't. Yeah, you do have to run Timid actually because of Lycanroc. Timid, Specs, Terra Fairy, Valiant did. It does 53 to 60 to Ape. Like you think weak Noivern is gonna do more? Yeah, you don't even need bulk up. It's true. You can run Taunt, Drain Punch, Protect, Rage Fist, literally. But I do think bulk up is just nasty. You can watch them in the machines. I watched mine in the machines. Oh, Bami. Appreciate you picking one up. Anyway, I think this is insane, and I think D-Ray has a crazy matchup here.
I think D-Ray has a really good matchup. Yeah, I think D-Ray has a great and fantastic matchup.
And now we have the super, and I love Nexus too, and I love D-Ray. We have the super meme. We have the super meme this week, and this game I believe. I'll be watching the team builder. I actually know what team Mephisto's bringing. It is absolutely disgusting. I know what team Envy is bringing. And they're both absolutely disgusting. Guys, this is a meme team. This is a super meme game. Alright? Like, the sets here, Envy's ancestors would go crazy for it.
I know.
It's a very,
the Chinese ancestors would go crazy. I don't have any Chinese ancestors, but they would want me as their ancestor
because of this. Is this your first time using Graphia this week?
Yeah, first time bringing Graphia off the bench, so gonna be using that mon. I'm gonna have a lot of really interesting sets. One of them I did reveal on my Twitter was Shell Smash, Torkoal. I'm running sets that I would never usually run, and if it somehow works, that would be wonderful. You all will see the power. Special Slithering calling it now? Well, because you said that, I am in fact using Choice Spec Slitherwing, so...
They're not rated high, those are the speed tiers. Those are speed tiers, guys.
You have successfully predicted my set.
I will say, though, that Envy's team, if I had to go a real matchup, I think this would be a fantastic game to watch. But because I know this is a meme one, you can't use Moody. Because I know this is a meme one, it'll be fun to watch, Mephisto's side. Just because I'm sorry, Mephisto is also Nexus to me. I have to watch him every week. He's amazing. But I will say that this matchup in general, I'll talk about the matchup in general, but they're both memeing, so don't expect anything crazy in my opinion. Right? But if this matchup was actually happening, I would love to see it just because finding out or seeing how Envy like deals with like Lucario plus Houndstone, and also seeing how Mephisto has to muscle through Slitherwing, which has been doing so good for MV, would be so cool. So I do hope that even while this is a meme game, that they do eventually play in playoffs. That's all I want. That's all I want. I'm very new to competitive Pokemon Draft, so I don't know the speed numbers. Yeah, these are just speed tiers. In terms of matchups, though, like obviously Tinglu sits on a lot of Mephisto's Pokemon, right? It sits on Sandy. It can sit on Mence potentially. It sits on Dog. Zong can even sit on Pex because it can run Rest. Sits on Espeon. Like it's very, very strong. But in terms of like Mephisto's good Pokemon, like Low Kicks is freaking amazing, right? It forces Torkoal to come in, potentially take Stealth Rock damage. You turn around, first impression, so it doesn't even worry about it. I don't know. Yeah, Slitherwing also goes in as well. Pex can kind of deal for an extent, but that's basically it. SD Trick Room hat would be sick from MV. MV, you want to reveal one more? Want to reveal one more meme?
One more meme? Okay, I'll reveal one that was just said. So it is Swords Dance Hatterene. I'm bringing Swords Dance Hatterene. Okay.
Nice. What's the set? What's the set on it?
Swords Dance, Cycle Cut, Play Rough, and Shadow Claw, which actually hits pretty much everything on his team.
For neutral, super effective. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's pretty nice.
Again, guys, remember they both made playoffs, and right now we're kind of like, depending on if you win or lose, you can obviously play certain people, but this is just a fun game, and I think it'd be a. Can you copycat Last Respects and see what its base power is? I don't think you get its base power. Its base power would be off of your dead mons, but that's really fun. I've used Swords Dance Hatterene in a live. That was very fun. It was very bad. It was very fun though. It was really good. This is going to be a fun match, man. I can't wait. This is going to be the first one I watch. Actually, no. Nexus is playing. After Nexus game, this is going to be the first one I watch.
Yeah.
Which is the second one.
The second one.
The second one I watch. But, you know. After Nexus game, right? This is going to be the first one I watch. At the second one. Yeah. But I'm so excited for this game, and I hope you guys eventually get to play on playoffs, too. We'll know, obviously, the sides of it, where everybody goes in playoffs.
So, right now, up till now, it's not revealed who's on what side of the brackets, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool.
So no one knows. Can he change his Oricorio form? Yeah, he can have any Oricorio form he wants.
Yep.
Which is actually like a low-key threat. Last game of the week. Matt versus Amo. Now, I believe Matt said that this is his final Draft League game. I think last week he really brought the heat versus Envy. He was on fire last week. I'll say that much. He had some. If you got to watch the builder, I'm gonna watch it in my own time, Maverick. Both of you are in the playoffs, by the way, hoping for a Joey versus Envy finals. That'll be fun. But last week, Matt brought an insane team versus Envy. All right, Matt had the Pokemon that could potentially be Envy's team, and he did the Trick Room into Life Orb Guard was so cool. Into the Eject Pack close combat was sick. I love that. I believe he's retiring. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, I like to just do it on my own. Just 'cause I'm tired as well. But I believe Matt said this is probably his last. He's retiring from Pokemon content. Just because he wants to end up doing Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. I could be wrong though. I could be wrong.
Everyone retires when they play versus me.
I don't think that's. Yeah, that might be true for some people. Actually, yeah, there's a lot of people that retired if they played versus you. But it's kind of sad. Matt does not have the best record in this season. If we actually, I'm glad he's enjoying Yu-Gi-Oh content. At the end of the day, I feel like if you're doing YouTube, you should do what you like, right? Or you do what you love.
Of course.
So, Matt did not have the best season. He went 1-6. I feel like his draft is not a draft that should have went 1-6. At least like his first I feel like his first 2 rows are incredible. You know what I mean? And then he kind of just scrambled to get Mons at the end. That's not to say that I think Braviary is a bad Mon. Far from it. Same thing from Frostlass.
I think it was more sort of about typing, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess Frostlass is good for
spikes,
yeah, which he didn't have, but yeah, I don't know. Like the last 3 months, they're kind of they're okay. They're there. They can be used.
I think the first day are fantastic, though. I think the first day are literally fantastic, and this is interesting because this matchup versus Amo, like Gallade can kind of just click buttons. Pult is extremely scary. Would you bring Water Tauros to this one?
This matchup, I would, yes. And so the reason is because I think that it's is good potentially with. I mean, it's decently fast, right? So it can outrun a lot of stuff. It can naturally outrun Rotom as well. So Rotom needs to be Scarf. But I don't see the potential for Matt to bring Screen, so I'm not sure. I guess Intimidate's not bad.
What if he brought?
You know what I'd bring? Yeah, like for this matchup, you know what I'd bring? I'd definitely bring Dragonite. I'd bring Hisuian Zoroark.
Yeah, I agree.
I'd bring
I
Armor Rouge.
for sure. Armor just clicks.
It clicks.
You probably gotta bring Florges too. Just because of the Crocodile pivot or Dragapult pivot and Baton
I'd
pass
bring
around.
Skuntank actually.
You like Skuntank more?
I like Skuntank a little bit more. I remember I drafted Skuntank, and it's really, really good against like these kinds of build. I mean, like Dragapult, Zumro, and stuff like that. You have Skuntank with like Foul Play and Poison Move or something. It's like actually really good.
I guess if you bring Water Tauros, you're good versus Crook.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's interesting here? Like a bulk up Trailblaze Tauros with Raging Bull.
Bulk up Trailblaze.
Just Raging Bull, bulk up Trailblaze, and then whatever last move, I don't know. But I feel like Raging Bull plus Trailblaze is really cool. Trailblaze just for Azu, obviously, but with bulk up and protect, you probably beat it 1v1. You can run Body Press as well, excuse me.
Not bad. I'd bring Ice Cube.
For
This matchup, Ice Cube looks really good.
For Azu, it's really nice, yeah. It's good versus Crook too. Cool.
Versus Crook, versus Azu, yeah.
It doesn't beat Gallade, but it annoys the hell out of it.
It does with the like potential for the disguise and stuff like that, or the face.
Yeah, Ice Face. Also, Benzer, those are not the those are not the how much they're worth. That's just speed tiers. Corviknight's weird too because like Pult doesn't have to run only physical. Like Dragonite. Dragonite could run like an easy move to check it, an easy fire move. Shoot, you could even bring Rotom flying, to be honest. Gallade check, Corviknight check, Azu check, Crocodile check. But I don't know. This would be interesting. Like even Toadscroll isn't terrible for just the guaranteed spore, ignoring abilities, which is pretty cool. No, Terra Dragonite is probably the scary. They're the two scariest Terras in this entire draft league are facing off, right? Terra Pult and Terra Dragonite. If Iron Valiant was on one of their teams, I'm on too. The Chonk is also, he brought it twice this season, and one time it got 2 kills. So, well, Corviknight Scizor goes crazy. Yeah, they got Rotom. But I guess you mean like you turning around for the chip. Yeah. Corviknight feels like a liability though. Because I feel like you just get you turned on and then just Zoroark comes out. Or you bring it in on what you think is Scizor and it's Zoroark and it just flamethrowers you or Shadow Balls you.
Yeah, if anything, I would probably use some kind of a Garg build. Could work a little better. Because it doesn't get baited by turns and then like Zoroark and then Armarouge just comes in and clicks for free. Yeah,
there could be Specs Zoro with like Grass Knot. It's not terrible. Focus Blast.
Ooh, it's true. Grass Knot.
I kind of want to know how Matt takes this final game because this is his final game. Well, again, I could be lying, guys, and he could still be drafting after. But this is his final game of this season, so I'll probably be watching from his just because Amo's making it to playoffs. And, yeah, I don't know. You have to give it to Amo, right, in this one? Do you think Dragonite has potential to win it?
Amo. Dragonite has potential to do anything.
I'm sorry, Dragapult. I think Dragonite always has potential to do anything. I agree.
Yeah, Dragapult is... I think it's going to be Terrifier. I think it's going to be Terrifier in this one.
Oh, but it's so rough to be Terrifier, dude. Make yourself weak to potentially Earthquake. But I get why you don't want to be Ghost, because you don't want to get smashed by Zoro.
Yeah.
And you want to resist Bullet Punch. I think Terrifier makes sense, which is why I also think that Water Tauros is so good in this game. Water Tauros got to be good in this game. Let me just check the doc. I'm trying to see what they brought. Forget this. I'm starting guessing. You're going to show me what you have. let me look at this.
Show me.
Okay. Never mind. I saw what he brought.
What do you
got? He brought Lechonk again.
I mean, it's the last week. You might as well, right?
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, you know what? Lechonk isn't even throwing. Okay? Let me tell you why. It's a normal type. So it's immune to Ghost. Right? Stay with me, Envy. It's a normal type, so it's immune to ghost, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it also has thick fat, so it resists fire, aka the Dragapult answer. I gotta see if Lechonk actually learns moves that could deal with it, though.
I'm sure he gets payback, right?
You think?
Yeah, Lechonk has to pay somebody.
You're right. Unless it avoids taxes. Let me look at this. It gets disarming voice. Trash.
Yeah.
Oh God. Okay. Play rough.
Ooh.
Stockpile.
Bulldoze.
That doesn't matter because of clear body.
Nah, he's not running clear body. Nah.
It gets thief. It gets thief. It gets thief. Oh my God. It's taking. Dude, let me see how bulky Lechonk is.
Oh.
Yeah,
He could do stuffed cheeks.
he could stuff his cheeks, but then he couldn't have an Eviolite.
Oh, you know what he could do?
I'm looking.
He could chilling water.
Ooh. To be honest, if it does Terrafire, it'd be really funny to see Lechonk wall. Dragapult.
Hope Lechonk gets squished.
Why?
I don't like that.
You know, like that he brings the meme one on the last week?
Lechonk can get squished.
I don't think so, Plain. I didn't see that. I saw Thief, though. I saw Bulldoze.
Does Lechonk get fling? But I do, so I'll fling it.
Jeez, why do you hate Lechonk, MV? What happened?
Oh no. I looked at that mon just now and I don't like the way it looked at me.
Disarming voice is the Glade check. Alright. We're obviously both exhausted. We're gonna be a quick stream today. Envy's lost his damn mind. But chat thinks 70-30. Aim on Matt. I think it's like more like 60-40 if I had to do anything. Bandit
I
Scissor.
give it to Amo for this one for sure though.
Yeah. I don't think Bandit Scissor is that
yeah.
great. I think it's a good endgame mon. But like through the road on maybe it is decent. Because I feel like even like if Dragapult resists, I feel like Bullet Punch is still 2 shots.
See, it's a tough one because like you also have access to close combat too, so any resists that
Don't
you think
take
you
don't
resist
take CC.
will.
That's
yeah,
why I think
CC
Swords
gonna
Dance
be
is not
tough.
bad at all. Like what stopped me from running Swords Dance, close combat, quick attack, Bullet Punch? Like that's so good.
Like, or even just Bandit, bro. Like Bandit is amazing.
That's alright. But yeah, guys,
Is MB drunk? No, I
No.
came back from a brewery, but it was a while ago.
it was a while ago. Quick stream tonight. Last BBR pick'ems. We do have of the regular season. Might do another one for playoffs. Who knows? I think that'd be okay. Not a lot to vote on, but we'll probably discuss matchups and because the next one will be more serious. This is like a meme week, so there's not a lot to talk about this week. Where actually stuff matters in my opinion. But now Rotom fan
Make
is
sure y'all
good.
drop a like on this stream, by the way. Make
Yes.
sure y'all do that.
He has
There's a lot of
Rotom-
people watching right now.
He has Rotom fan because look at Great Tusk dual stab and look at his team. But yeah, so maybe I'll do it for next week as well, just for the playoff week. Appreciate y'all. Everybody have a great night. How many weeks is playoffs? It's 3.
It's as many weeks as we are alive for.
Basically, yeah. If I lose this week, that's my last week of playoff.
Yep.
Peace, guys.